players today in my heat, I know 4 of the 5 very, very well, and they know me equally as well. So I don't think there's any advantage. If you get lucky or your timing's right, you're going to win, and if consequently the reverse of that is you're going to go out real fast. You know, there's no edge over these players. They're all good players.
I think all these players will be happy to have seen Michael Kiner and Dave Colclough leave the table. 2 very strong players.
2 very experienced players.
Pass.
And the 2 online qualifiers doing quite well for themselves, particularly Andren.
Pass. Pass.
It looks like with Andren, he doesn't actually have a set starting hand requirement in his head. I think it changes hand to hand.
Thyssen makes the call with a pair of 2s. So 2 to the flop is raised by Parkinson. Oh, look at this. Thyssen's flopped a set of 2s. God, wouldn't he like Parkinson to have an ace here?
Yeah, it's a good thing it's Queen 4 and not Ace Queen.
Bets 800.
Well, he's bet half the pot. He's representing the ace now. Thyssen, he's got a choice here. He could just flat call with these 2s and set a trap.
If he flat called, would Porrig bet again? I mean, there is a flush draw there.
Cool.
So here we go, turn card.
Third diamond might have got Porrig Parkinson into a bit more trouble.
1500. 1500.
What do you think about that, Simon? Checked before, now he's betting out.
I think I would have checked again.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. And hope that Mr. Parkinson hung himself.
Still, made the call with a pair of 2s pre-flop, got rewarded, flopped a set, and he's won a nice pot there, Thyssen.
I had nothing to lose. I win it as a package, and I only invest $4, and I can only win this time. I hope only I'm not losing, or I not leave the table at the first. That's my strategy, and then I hope I had good cards.
Occasionally in this series we will show you a hand from the viewpoint of one player. We like to call it Late Night Poker Retro Mode. This hand involves Porrig Parkinson.
I was being polite. It's okay.
So, action on Thyssen.
Right there? Yeah, right.
So it's past to Thyssen. Thyssen's in the cut-off.
600. Where's the 600?
Just doubles the big blind.
Porrig's got a pair of 3s and calls.
Ideally looking to flop a 3 here.
Cool. Cheers, please.
So they've etiquette classes on the site on the internet.
3 players.
It's like having kids, isn't it? Check.
Well, obviously, Porrig hasn't hit his 3, so he's going to check and see what happens.
Thyssen bound to represent Ace-King here. He was the pre-flop raiser.
Most people, when they raise pre-flop, they do follow through.
600.
Well, that's a small bet, that, Joe, isn't it?
Well, it was a small raise before the flop, and now it's a small bet on the flop. Does Porrig perhaps think it's weak?
Raised to 2,100.
Well, he obviously thinks it is weak. He's putting Thyssen on a pair lower than kings, or perhaps a hand like Ace Queen or Ace Jack, and he's just trying to pick it up with the 2 3s here and now.
Yeah, I like that bet by Porrig. So, Thyssen has another look at his hand. Deep sigh.
Strong is weak, weak is strong, perhaps.
Raise, Ollie.
Well, there's your answer. He's all in.
Okay, well, this hand has to be very strong, Simon. Obviously, Porrig's 2 3s are beat. He's either got 2 aces, 2 kings, or Ace-King or a set. The worst hand he's got here is Ace-King. The worst hand. Porrig has to know his hand is no good. There's no way in the world he can possibly call this bet. He's put in a play. He's got found out. Bye-bye pair of 3s.
Wow.
What's he thinking, Simon? How can he... He knows he can't be winning.
Surely he can't possibly think that Thyssen is making a move here.
Look how comfortable he is. You know, he doesn't mind if Porrig calls. He's almost hoping he calls. He's very relaxed. You know, he doesn't have ace-queen here. He hasn't made a move.
It's a king 7-4 rainbow flop. Highly unlikely that he had 4s or 7s. He's putting a weak bet on the flop. Looking for the raise, I think.
It's possible he could have flopped a set of 7s. It's
You think so?
possible. It's possible. He's put a small raise in before the flop. He wants to stop somebody else raising.
No, Porrig's folded. So, let's see. What did Thyssen have? Oh, look at that, Joe. He had aces.
Yeah, it's the minimum raise before the flop, the small bet on the flop. He's trying to get paid with his aces. Porrig's read him as weak. Well played, Mr. Thyssen.
Yes, no.
I know about that. I don't say.
They're going to put it on pretty late.
Not much in it, even though our chip leader's got 8,500. De Wolf isn't out of it with 4-6. Blinds are still only 150-300.
700.
They're going to replace tonight's episode with the...
Raising under the gun just to 700 here for Roland de Wolf. Normally you'd expect a normal raise to be 3 times the big blind. Maybe he's fearful of a re-raise behind.
Goodwin makes the call. Jack 9 suited.
Raise all in.
Porrig Parkinson has come over the top with a pair of 6s. Oh, look at this. Andron's found a pair of 10s. And he's folded.
He's folded because he knows it's for all his chips, and Porrig has very likely got an overpair or 2 overcards. So at best to call with 2 10s, he's going to be even money. You know, we're lucky. We can see he's got 2 10s. But nice play by Porrig. Picked up a few chips, and we didn't even get to see the flop.
Our online qualifier from Sweden, Eric Andron, chip leader, 8,100. That's 20 times the big blind, because the blinds are now 200, 400.
Absolutely anybody's game here. I mean, all the chip counts are very, very close.
Marina Kremser dealing the cards.
Never known devilfish but like that before.
Well,
All right.
And Mark Goodwin, what a hand. Ace, king of hearts.
Raise to 1,500.
It's a raising hand in any poker game when you're playing 5-handed.
Pass.
Absolute monster.
But not as big as that one. De Wolf has found a pair of kings at the right time.
Raise all in.
He's going to go all in.
4,900.
Okay, 4,900. Well, what do you do now if you're Thyssen? Ace 8 off suit.
Well,
Pass.
Ace Queen, Ace Jack goes dusty here, let alone Ace 8 offsuit.
Quick call from Goodwin. Well,
I'd rather have a...
we know an ace was folded. We saw Thyssen fold an ace. There's only 2 aces left for Goodwin. Roland de Wolf, he has a chance to double up here. Massive pot.
Tell you what, Ace King has been a nightmare for me so far. It owes me.
Flop comes queen.
Great flop for a pair of kings.
Fantastic flop for a pair of kings.
I'm funking for you, son.
Roland in the lead with pocket kings. Let's see the turn. It's a 7. Only the ace would be a bad card for him. Let's see the last card. It's a 6.
No, that's it. De Wolf's patience has paid off. Those pocket kings have just won him a 10,200 pot. He's gone from shortest stack to the chip leader.
Absolutely unbelievable. He's playing a great game, Roland. Being very, very patient, playing his situations, and now he's picked up a big hand and gone chip leader.
What a sell-up, eh?
It's going to be a tough heat, and as ever with these things, be lucky, which sometimes I'm good at, and make the most of your opportunities. It's a good thing for me, coming from being an early watcher of late night poker as a teenager and in my early 20s to now being, you know, one of the mainstays just a few years later. It feels good.
That's the story. De Wolf from 0 to hero. He's 10,200 and Goodwin. He's at the bottom now, 2,300. Can he come back from that?
He's also on the big blind here, Mark Goodwin, for 400.
Raise to 1,500. Pass. Thank you.
And another big hand here. Eric Andron finding pocket queens.
Good luck, Mark.
And Goodwin's moved all in.
So Mark.
Wow, bit of tilt there, don't you think, Joe?
Well, maybe a little bit of tilt. Maybe he's hoping Andron doesn't have a hand. I mean, he's on the big blind, so he's already got 400 in the pot, and that's the big thing for Mark. If he passes, he's losing that extra value of the 400, and he's still got like a 25% chance to win this pot.
Say, Mark Goodwin Needs to see a king or a few diamonds.
Queens. Here is the flop. Flop comes
And he's hit the
ace,
king.
King 5.
That's probably quite a